Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 6th through the 12th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. The overall energy for the reading, the Nine of Wands. A little bit of, just a tiny little bit of defensiveness there, a little bit of... Okay, let's see what this is about. In the recent past, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups. Something's not happening in the way you want it to happen here, god damn it. It's like... But then, no, because then you're like, no, I don't want it anymore. Okay. So... we're talking about, okay, let's say you want to get together with somebody for a coffee, you know, somebody that you really enjoy their company, especially for coffee. And I think it's set up first that's, you know, it's done. You're gonna. And then... I don't know, something happens to their car or something, and then they text you, they call you, they're like, yeah, I can't make it, you know, I gotta take care of the car because I need it for tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. So I have to handle this. And you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, go do your car. And then, you know, you reschedule. And then they call you back, and then you're like, well, I can't do it this time around. Like, you got pissed off the first time. Okay, to some extent you understand what's going on. Okay, yeah, you know, fuck, life happens. Go take care of your car. But you get offended. And you're like, well, now I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah, now you gotta come and beg me. Or something. Something like that. Now, in all honesty, I don't think that's you. I think it's whoever you're dealing with. But yeah, somebody's a little not liking the coffee given up for, you know, a broken car. Anyways, in the current situation, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Magician. Okay, you're doing good here. You got over the car, you got over the coffee, you got over everything. You seem to be open, you seem to be, you know, if whoever that is calls you now, if that's you, the one with... now I can't do it. You're definitely in a way better place, in a place of acceptance, in a place of understanding that life does happen, in a better place. Let's just put it that way. The thing is, I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if it affects you these days as much as it did back there. But right now you're in a different space for yourself, and you're actually manifesting from this space, and it's a beautiful place to manifest from. So... in the immediate future, the Devil, the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles. We're back to the coffee person. You know how I switched from ice cream to coffee? I think it's a matter of my personal preferences, but I still like ice cream. We'll go back to ice cream, no worries. But how do I put this? It's you're creating something here with somebody, and that's good. That part is good. The problem is there's something a little unhealthy attached to either the person you're creating with or whatever it is that you're creating with whoever this is. So let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Nine of Wands. All right, for the Nine of Wands, you get the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups. Yeah, there's still, I mean, something happened at some point. And it was, you know, I don't think it was just a coffee and someone's car broke down and they couldn't make it. I think it was a little more than that. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but as much as I feel like you've kind of released a lot of that. Like, you know, I let it go. Like, it's in the past. Come on, I'm over it. There's still a little something. There's still a little part of you is not letting it go. So things are still, I think, running here in that dynamic there. But with that little, I'll keep my eye on you because of whatever happened there. Okay? Okay. So it's not a lot. It's not enough to screw things here, you know, to mess with things. But I don't think it's a nice energy for you if you're the one hanging on to this energy, you know. For the Nine of Swords in the recent past, you get the Ace of Cups, the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Could have been a repetitive thing too, you know. Could have been that their car broke down every time you wanted to do something with them. And then we have a problem. Because then they need a new car, you know, and, you know, use other excuses too. Because I see you coming in with awesome energy to the table. And then for some weird reason, it's just not taken. It's just not circulated. There is no energy exchange there, really. Because it always turns into, well, my car broke down. Or maybe they did come up with other excuses. Who the hell knows? It's just not returned. It's almost always blocked. So I feel like this was a buildup more than anything. And at some point you got pissed off, which you justify. You should. You know, you keep on giving nice stuff to a situation and the situation keeps on blowing up in your face. And it's like, okay, I'm going to get pissed off. Okay, hopefully after that you stop giving in that direction. Seven of Wands, you get the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Hangman. You tried. You tried. Why were you so... Because I see you being like, I don't want to do this anymore. But then showing up with another energy saying, yeah, I just can't stop myself from what I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling that I have to be here, I'll be here. But I know I don't like being here. But so it started becoming quite confusing for you. Because on one hand, you want to not bring nice stuff to the situation anymore. On the other, it's like, well, it's not that easy to just walk away. Okay. Let's do the Three of Cups. I knew she was coming. Not here, baby girl. Keep going. You want to sit that little ass of yours on my cards? Not today. For the Three of Cups in the recent past, you get the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. There was quite the nice dynamic, though. When their car wasn't broken, things were popping. You were having fun. It was nice. It was, you know, when that coffee thing happened, pretty nice. But I don't know what happened there. I don't think anything happened, even though the intention at some point is just to not put up with this altogether. I don't think that's what happened there. For the Queen of Cups, in the current situation, you get the Four of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, you are showing me a commitment here attached to you, and you're it's stable from what I can see. Your heart is open, big time. You're having fun. You're looking good. I don't know if it's the same energy from there because it's looking completely different. It could be, and things did get to this place. I don't know. Or it could be something else completely different than that. But for the Four of Swords in the current situation, you get the Judgment card, the Tower, the Six of Wands. I think you're working also kind of in the background of it all. You're kind of working on... It's the concept of how you create your own reality. So somehow you're going through your own fears from time to time, in which you're realizing how your fears manifest your reality. And you're kind of showing up at the end of, while working through these things, you're showing up at the end of one of them being like, scored. Like, kind of like, I got it. I got it. Now I know how I'm doing that. Okay. Okay. Let me do the Magician in the current situation. The Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Interesting tactic of manifestation. Most people would manifest something like, universe, I want this, I want that, da, 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 with the sense of I want. Like opening up to that frequency. Well, you're manifesting with what you don't want. You're like, universe, I don't want this, I don't want that, da, 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 da. And it's fairly interesting because I don't think I've ever seen this play out. And I'm trying to figure out if it's gonna work out. I feel like as long as you have your fears contained, though, it should work out. As long as you're not manifesting from those fears, in the sense of, oh, I'm scared of that happening, so I don't want that, Interesting. So you're manifesting through reverse psychology with the universe here. Okay. And given that I see you containing your fears, I'm like, this might work. I've never seen it done this way, but you may be onto something. I don't know. Let's see though, because what's following up here is like, okay, we've got a situation. For the Devil in the immediate future, you get the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the unhealthiness belongs to you because you're carrying some burden here. If you're dealing with, because you care for someone deeply here, I see you just taking on, how things are equal give and take in a situation. It's like you give from here, it comes back even. It's kind of like this, right? But if you give this and they give this, and you're just giving a whole lot more than you should in a situation, and that's where the unhealthiness applies, because it's like this is falling off of equal give and take, and it's putting a lot of pressure and a lot of burden on you, and your justification to it is because I care for them so much. And wouldn't you like to be in something that's functioning from equal energies instead of you having to put in extra effort to compensate for their lack? That creates something quite unhealthy. You can care for them all you want, but like in a context in which two energies contribute to something equally, when one starts giving more, automatically the other one is going to give less. Or maybe it's because one gave less, the other one is going to start compensating, and that places things completely off balance, and it's going to start creating quite the unhealthy environment. The energy that's giving less is going to start taking things for granted. The energy that's giving more is going to get used to kind of overcompensating there, even if it feels like crap. They'll always justify it with, oh, it's okay, I care for them, So that's not no. And I see you being in this position of, and being quite aware of it. So you're like, oh yeah, sometimes I do more for them. Why? Because, sometimes they can't. Okay, and I can understand that to be the case, because sometimes you won't be able to. Are they stepping up to the plate then? Or no? Nobody's doing shit anymore. There's times in which, one energy is going to give a little less and the other one is going to step up, and then, but it usually, it's usually compensated. It's usually kind of happening on the same, on both ends. But if it's just one end where they keep on giving and giving and giving and giving, and when they don't have shit to give, the other energy is still not going to give because they're used to receiving, then what do we got here? You know what I mean? For the Empress, they get the Lovers, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Oh, that's why you're giving more. Okay, gotcha. You're not on the same page here. Whatever this situation means for you, energetically speaking, it means the same to them. In the physical, it carries a different aspect. So think of it as you think You consider someone your friend, they consider you their best friend. It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay. Now I can understand the tendency to give more, because you're giving from your perspective of what you're perceiving of them. Where, because I'm looking at them and I'm like, hold on, they're giving the correct amount of energy, but then they're giving from what they consider this to be. Okay, so you're okay. Let me do the Eight of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the Ten of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you're kind of working on this, but you don't know exactly what you're working on, because again, you're not on the same page when it comes to what this is, you know? So you're like, well, I'll keep on giving here, even though in the back of your mind, it's kind of like I'm giving to a lost cause, because I don't even know what the fuck this is exactly. But hey, I feel good about it, so I'll keep on giving. Okay, don't overexhaust yourself and try to land somewhere in the middle here with whoever this is. Because again, you're coming from different places at this. And that in itself is going to create something unstable, you know? So let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant. For right now, I see you being in a good place. Whatever it is you're engaging with, whatever it is you're doing right now, it's coming from a place of because you want to be there, engaging with whatever it is you're doing. You're super stable within yourself, so your energy is pretty steady. And I see you engaging, wanting to engage with all sorts of things. And it's because you want to, not because you have to. So that's a good place to be in. Yeah. Just make sure when dealing with all sorts of dynamics, really, you know, friendships, romantic, family situations, make sure that balance is there and that you're not overextending, because then you'll exhaust yourself and then you've already created, without meaning to, quite the unhealthy environment there. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.